So I'm out here on a job today in Rose Hill for NBN fibre to the basement customer who's with Aussie Broadband. Now, they're on a very specific type of plan. They're professional gamers, and you know they're having some issues with their packets. Now, what we're doing here, Aussie said they wanted to run a test directly from the NBN side. So I found their one here, right? We've disconnected it, put a socket directly on it. This is the test router that Aussie's given them. And now she's just gone upstairs because she's going to call them because we've got no reception down here to run their test. But one weird thing that I found straight away is hear this jittering noise? It's everywhere. Even if I put it on the frame. Alright? This jitter noise. Alright, it's on this frame. It's on this frame, like really, really loud. That's really, really strange. Now, what I've noticed, these steel frames, none of them have got earthing. Right? I don't know whether that's an earthing thing or something, but it's really loud. And that is coming, you can hear it on all the pairs. You know? Wow. It's just odd. Okay, now this is the NBN fibre where it comes into here. Now that seems to have an earth. Okay, so we've got earthing on that. Let's see if this frame, so that's nothing on that. Okay, on the steel itself. This frame, steel, got it. Okay, even on that piece of cable tray, you can sort of get a weird tone on it. But definitely any of the steel, we're getting this jitter noise. So, not exactly sure if it's earthing. Could possibly be earthing. So I know I've got some pretty smart guys on my channel there. Probably a few girls too, but it's mostly guys that are on this channel. So any of you smarty pants who might know exactly what's going on or what this is, I think it's earth. But if you guys have an idea, leave some comments below and let's sort this one out together. But I'm thinking it's an earth because that is a weird noise. As long as I've done this job, I've never heard that before. All right. Strange. So now she's obviously disconnected my F-set from upstairs. Now on her pair, I'm getting that jitter noise, which is this pair 23, like really, really loud across her pair. Right, so that's definitely some sort of interference that she's getting on that. So yeah, now I'm going to test with Line's test set back up to her unit, just to see what's going on that side. Okay, so I've got Line's test set connected up. Now, you can see I've got the mega ohm range here, and I've also got the earth connected today because this weird anomaly that we've got going on. So between A and B on mega ohms, looks good. Between A and earth, we're good. And between B and earth, we're good, right? Let's go over to kilo ohms. Kilo ohm range, we are between A and B is good. A and earth is good, and B and earth is good. So that's cleared her internal cabling, okay? So it's got nothing to do with her internals. I'm almost certain that this problem has got to do with whatever that weird jitter noise is. It's a strange one. So my customer here is very techie. So she has set this up here, Ethernet port, and she's going up to ping it now from my other computer, or from my phone upstairs, because we've got no reception down here. And we're just going to see what happens when we do that.
So we're just down here in the MDF room itself, and when we run ping packet loss traces from here, the symptomatic ping spiking that we tend to get, this is UDP traffic designed to emulate game traffic. the spiking that we get and the intermittent frame delay doesn't seem to be present when hooked up directly to the frame. It's pretty. It's what I would expect to see from a TC2 connection. Let me just show that it's.
Yeah, so what we've got here, so we've just got it all connected up here. I've got this run directly onto the NBN jumper, which is going over onto their side here. And then we've got that plugged into the box that, well, the router that Aussie Broadband has supplied. And then that's coming out of an Ethernet port going directly into my customer's laptop. So we'll go upstairs quickly and we'll show you what's happening when we go upstairs. So that way we can get, you can see everything, what is going on here. All right, you're on.
Okay, so this is what the baseline connection is like. The ping bounces around from about 6 to 8, maybe 10 ms, and from time to time we get these massive spikes all the way up to 200, 150, and then it drops right back down to its regular range. And this is so intermittent that typically when you're browsing the web and just, you know, streaming or so on and so forth, it's not noticeable. But as soon as you start to do anything VoIP or gaming related that uses UDP particularly, and it doesn't have the TCP auto adjustment, you get drop calls, you get garbled speech, you get jitters and stuttering or rubber banding in games. And as you can see, it's not, a lot of the time, it's hitting that 8, that 6, that 7, and then every now and then it's up to 11, which is not, it's not too bad. That would be, to my understanding, within the range. I think 25 ms is what NBN Co stipulates for an FTTB connection, but we're going well in excess of that. 105, 196, 141. This is to a server in Sydney itself. Like, I don't see any reason it should ever go up that high within, you know, 100 kilometers.
So when we were down at the MDF, were we getting, it was working better down there, right?
It was working better down at the MDF.
Yeah.
I still got the occasional spike, but not nearly as much. Like, this
Yeah.
is very frequent. Every couple of seconds or something.
So that jittering noise that we heard, when we connected back to that frame, that's where the problem's coming from. So as you heard in that video, that jittering noise is actually coming from somewhere internally, probably inside this building. It's a bit of an anomaly. It's very odd, but when you're a gamer, you know you need everything to be running properly. So this needs a bit more further investigation. So yeah, as you can see, we're getting two different results. One from down the MDF, and then one we're back in here. But when you're seeing the line test on the thing, everything's testing fine as far as the copper line between here and there. But what the problem is, it's that bloody frame. So there's something that's causing interference in that frame. So Aussie, I don't know what you're going to need to do on this one. You might need to get a level 2 NBN technician to come out and just investigate this a bit further, because, you know, as you can see, the customer's not getting what they pay for. All right, we good? Yep.